the Barclays, the old Headz podcast. Yo, from Will scoring 100 to job being wanted. The old Headz podcast. Yo, let's go.
Yeah, buddy. Old Heads, episode 115. This is the D Rose farewell episode. I'm your co-host, Omar, aka O'Milly, aka that dude, aka Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. Man, we back in a different basement here today, man, but we got a great show lined up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I never put the legs in that motherfucker. The knees are shaky. The knees are shaky. Don't D-Rose. Don't D-Rose.
D-Rose. We got a great show. We're going to be talking about our favorite D-Rose moments of all time. And, of course, 10 questions this week. Because D-Rose's career was necessarily cut short, his prime was definitely cut short. We'll pick the 10 athletes whose careers were cut short due to injury. But that's enough about me. I'm going to go ahead and let these brothers introduce themselves. And yes, we got a reoccurring special guest. You want to start?
B.I. from the basement, another basement.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, your all-time special guest, new basement, same thing.
You not Bobo. Anyways, man, you already know, man, it's Hendo G, a.k.a. French Loaf, a.k.a. Mr. Honey Pack himself, a.k.a. the man that be smoking that stuff.
I heard that.
A.K.A.
Man, I'm out here. I got a lot of aliases, man, known out here in these streets.
Aliens out here. And of course, it's y'all first time. I'm sorry about that. It's y'all first time checking us out. We will be doing Hendo's hot take. Hendo, what's the hot take for the day?
Man, I really think people need to start putting a little more less respect on the Bengals, man. They're not looking good, man. Bengals is coughing a whole lot of money and they not putting out a whole lot of production right now, man. As far as it's looking right now, I don't think the Bengals at top notch, man. They just not looking good. You have a really high paid quarterback who not really getting the job done. You got some receivers ain't really doing what they need to be, and an O-line that's still shaky, and motherfucker defense that's sus at best. I mean, Cincinnati not looking from once where they was. I'm talking about these are guys who are AFC contenders. They would sit here talking about Burrowhead and knocking out the Kansas City Chiefs and doing all that stuff and doing.
And every year they start out like 0-2 though.
They do, but it's just looking a little incomplete right now. And I grant a lot of teams are looking like this too, but Cincinnati got it. I mean, these are some of the easier games they could be getting, let's be honest. These are games you probably look at your schedule and be like, yeah, we could have got that game type stuff. And there's certain games that you will be okay with losing, but certain games you got to get.
How many more games before we can all agree that Joe Burrow's is average? He just got on a good team. Even before
Joe Burrow's just never been healthy to me. He's just never been healthy to me.
This is wrong.
I'm saying even before he got hurt.
He actually played really well last game.
He did, and that was a better version that we seen. But overall, Cincinnati's supposed to be a little. When I look and I think about Cincinnati, I think about a playoff team already. It just don't look like they in playoff mode comparing them to other teams that's in the division amongst the league too.
What's crazy is I hosted them. I thought
That's probably what it is.
I thought Joe Burrow was in contention for MVP. Him and Josh Allen.
Pull up, nigga.
Let me hit you.
It's all right.
Eat that food, nigga.
Oh, you did? Huh? You know I grabbed some.
Yeah, man. It ain't looking MVP-ish right now for Joe Burrow.
As a team, though, and I'm not just blaming it on Joe. I'm just saying as a whole unit.
That team have to do well for him to win MVP.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I put everything into a middle. You know what I'm saying? It's just the team has to perform. And I really think of them as a playoff team. And right now, there's a lot of other teams that's looking a lot better than what they're putting out on the field right now. And I would even say the Raiders are looking. I'm not saying they look, but
they play tough.
They're playing tougher, and they look like a more formidable opponent right now compared to what the Bengals are putting out right now. And I do like the Bengals, and I'm probably just talking because I'm a little salty. They're not doing better than what I expected type stuff. So
yeah.
I like the Bengals too, but shit.
Right, but let's be honest.
At this point, he making Sam Darnold look like an all-star.
Man,
he's got their ass.
I'm just saying, dog.
They're looking like
They know how to
champs,
draw it up.
super contenders. Because if everybody considers the Bengals a contender, then the Vikings is definitely a contender this year.
But Sam Darnold's making that a point. Like, I don't feel like Joe Burrow's making that a point right now. One of them, to me, is playing for ambition. The other one already got their money. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Sam Darnold, I'm not saying Sam Darnold getting paid, but he's looking for that next paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Where, Burrow's like, shit, I'll be honest, I got paid already. To me, I got to win.
And that's Hendo's hot take of the week. Black fact of the week. Josh Hart, the New York Knicks, wing player, Villanova.
A major.
A major. Villanova player. His great uncle was actually Howard Elston, who was the first black player ever to play on the Yankees. He was MVP, 12-time All-Star, 2-time Golden Glove, and 4-time champion. First time I actually heard about Howard Elston, I was getting off the train in the Bronx, and they had a picture of him actually on the side of Yankee Stadium. I'm like, I've never heard of this guy. I Googled him, but he is a phenomenal player. Actually, was a catcher. But yeah, man, Josh Hart. So that's our black fact of the week. His great uncle was Howard Elston, the first black player ever to play for the New York Yankees. My second favorite team, next to the White Sox. Fuck y'all, it's still great. Anyway, sports entertainment news this week. The Bears lost to the Colts 21-16. Caleb Williams started off rough, but ended up with 363 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 INTs, and a fumble loss. Who is to blame for our offense not clicking, and are we putting too much on Caleb?
OC, O-line.
Okay, in that order?
Shit, nope. O-line, OC. Straight up. If the O-line hold up, we can see what the OC talking about. We ain't got a chance to see what the OC really capable of with the way that motherfucking line playing, but it's their fault.
How you feel, Hendo?
I mean, it falls between like the O-line and the offensive coordinator. The offensive coordinator got to know like some of these offensive line people ain't holding their spots, and you got to call different fucking plays. You got to identify what a weakness is and try to counter the weakness. Every team does this to a certain degree. They identify what their weakness is and they cover it with other motherfucking strengths. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? We're just not masking our weaknesses more than what we should. We're just identifying what our weakness is, and we know the strength of the defense, but we're not having, no faith in that O-line and the plays because
just running plays.
Well, the call a fucking like an option, a speed back option when you know your line is not holding, to call that on a goal line play right when the quarterback is kind of grooving and sitting into a spot where he's going, for you not to really throw that and get in the option.
Did they have 8 in the box too?
8 in the box. It just didn't make sense. And then when you look at the picture, you see the whole offensive line on their knees, crumbled, laid over, and it's just 2 motherfuckers running for their life in the corner.
That picture is embarrassing.
But it's the fact that we have to do better with the calling a little bit, although the offensive line isn't doing their job. The play calling has to be better. You have to see that the line is crumbling. You have to make shorter routes. You have to shorten shit up, and you have to make this motherfucker get the hot routes.
You need to also run more 2 tight end sets. We got 2
really
tight
good
end
sets. It started double teaming.
Not to cut you off.
We got 3 great tight ends.
That's coaching.
3 of them.
I forget we got Everett.
We got 3 great tight
I
ends.
forget
We got Cole Kmet, we got Mercedes Lewis, and we got Everett. These are great tight ends.
Lewis was one of the best blocking tight ends in the league.
So to say that we're not doing more production with these guys, or not to do this, if we're having a delay where the guys need to get open, we need to run more 2-back sets where we have 2 running backs or a tight end or running back or extra protection for him to go left or right. But the play calling has been neglecting the O-line and what they need.
With plays downfield.
If they're getting
a tight end, if he's on the field all the time, it's the Gronkowski effect. If you got to go blocking tight end all the time, they can slip right past the motherfucker, get right over.
We need to find another
Greg
Olsen.
I like the tight end.
How you feel, sir?
I feel like we gotta hold them accountable too. So it's all 3 of them. Somewhere in there, you gotta tell somebody where you're confident. It's been 3 games. And the first time I throw for over 300 yards being the number 1 pick, and y'all letting these people ream me. Like, even I ream them from time to time. Bruh, how is he supposed to show his potential until he started throwing for 50-something throws in a game? He took him to throw 52 times to get 300 yards. Okay, now you got confident in him throwing the ball, right? All right. Give him those sets. Find something. Stop letting him get hit. Find something. How many centers are out there that really need to get picked up? Everybody got to think about this. How many draft picks do we got coming up next year? We got to start figuring shit out now before the trade deadline. Figure out some way to make that offensive line strong and confident. Let these motherfuckers know block or you will be replaced. Do something. Like, we got to hold all of them accountable, because there's nothing like if my left guard don't pull and I'm right-handed and I get blinded.
That's very true. Now, you have a lot of people complaining about, for some reason, I don't know why the kid, but he got a lot of haters out there saying that, he's a bust, he's the next Bryce Young and this and that, and saying that, we should have kept Justin Fields. Do you guys think Justin Fields or Caleb, who do you think will look like the better overall QB by the end of the season? Justin.
I gotta say Justin, because it's gonna be based off wins. Like, you don't have to have the best stats in the world as long as your stats are comparable to the next man. But you got way more wins. You played in a winning system. You got that matters when it comes to a quarterback, because losses on a quarterback and losses on a coach are like the biggest stat. You know what I'm saying? That's important. Like, as far as that, and you take care of the ball.
Because right now you got to think about it. Justin's doing more with less. This is probably one of the most underrated Steeler teams that you've seen with talent. Like, you got Pickett, you got Fields, and then you got Russ being the backup quarterback right now. He's hoping for Fields to fuck up. And you got to think about this. He won 3 games. You got to give him a 2-game grace period of fucking up.
Man, Russ
Other than that,
spot.
I'm undefeated right now. In the Steelers jersey, I'm undefeated.
Justin ain't giving them no reason to take him out
right.
the game.
He doing just enough to win and not lose.
He's doing that. I'm not sure why you put Russ in ever, unless Russ is showing you like greatness in practice, which I'm not so sure he's doing anymore. He
Russ might be a Dolphin.
I'm trying to tell you, that's what makes the most sense.
He might be a Dolphin.
Except it really don't, because that offense, you got to get that ball out quick and on time the same way you're supposed to with the Broncos, and he's not that guy. He's a second play quarterback. Where the play break down, he likes to scramble, and receivers come back to him and shit like that and make plays or scramble with his legs. He has never been
he like to scramble with a big arm.
Ball is out. You know what I'm saying?
He like to scramble with a big arm, and you got Tyreek Hill as one of your wide receivers. You can't overthrow that.
That could work, but the rest
you can't overthrow that. I'm just throwing it towards the end zone if I feel rushed.
They got a speed team,
I know
a track team, and they coach want that ball on time. They plays the ball is supposed to be delivered on time.
Right.
With those crossing routes and shit.
That's not Russ game.
That is not his game.
How you feel? Who you think?
It's better than what they got now.
Yeah.
Who do you think will be the better player? Who do you think will be the better overall player by the end of the season?
Well, the way I'm looking at it right now is straight stat-wise, I believe Caleb Williams and Justin Fields have the same amount of throwing touchdowns as far as combat too. The only thing Caleb has more is a couple more interceptions, and I think that has a lot to do with some of him coming out of college and just being a rookie, because there's certain throws that just don't transfer over into the NFL that you just don't know until you play against real NFL players. You know what I'm saying? So certain throw types, you might think you can get it, but it might be too low to where they can get hands. He just has to work on a little bit of placement right now where he is. But already in one game, he's thrown for more yards than what Justin Fields has done as a Bear for us. Already 350 in one game. Justin Fields has never thrown for 350 or over 350 in one game. And the fact that I'm saying, like, I enjoy Justin Fields as a quarterback. I like what he does. But he's smart, but this is what this guy does because he's a real thrower. Yeah. Real throwers throw for 52 times. There's a reason why you didn't see Justin Fields throw for 50 sometimes because
nobody to throw to.
But he's not a thrower. He's not. He can throw. He had DJ Moore there. He had Claypool there. He had Komet there the whole time. He had weapons. There was weapons. Just what it is you can break down the plays. Fields doesn't make certain throws, and this is a fact. This is not an opinion. This is a fact. We can go over the gameplay and whatever it needs to be, but Fields don't make certain plays. Once Caleb gets comfortable, he's going to start making the intermediate throws. We've seen that just happen with the Colts game. He's starting to make the checkdowns. Before that, he was going for bigger plays. He was waiting for these double routes to come up and shoot for these long routes, and that's cool. But this is in college, okay? You can get away with that in college, okay? He's understanding that this is the NFL, and niggas have speed, and you have to adjust to the speed, and he's learning that. And it took him to his third game for him to get acclimated. But we've watched 3 to 4 seasons of Justin Fields doing the same shit and not really learning a defensive breakdown. Where I'm saying is Justin Fields can get open and throw it because their system might be geared for him, but in the system we had, it wasn't geared for him. So he had to do a lot of shit that
wasn't geared for him.
Right.
The whole playbook wasn't built for him.
Correct. Where I'm saying is where Caleb Williams has a more of a geared play. So I'm expecting him to do better because he can really make these throws with his arms where Fields is he's a playmaker. You know what I'm saying? He can run, get open, and get you open, stuff like that. Where Caleb's just gonna hit you with the dot. You know, that's what he's working on. He's hitting you with he's getting there. It's just taking him a little bit to get game speed. Game speed's a real thing.
That's right. So you say Caleb?
Yeah, Caleb's gonna have more yards.
Justin?
I'm gonna say Justin because of the wins, baby.
Justin.
Okay. Well, who would y'all blame more for? So, I mean, a lot of people are disappointed right now. Bears are being 1-2. Who would you say, is it time to replace Eberflus, or would you guys blame more of Shane Waldron?
Who's Shane, OC?
Yeah.
OC. It's the OC. You know what I'm saying? We had this conversation last week where we said we would love in a more perfect world if we can get an offensive-minded coach, but keep Eberflus for the defense and for personnel and him knowing the guys and shit. You know what I'm saying? For those reasons, Eberflus, he can definitely stay. But we definitely need an offensive mind, somebody who know how to draw these plays up with or without a bogus offensive line. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just makes too much sense. You know what I'm saying? We too stagnated. We were cracking jokes last year about what the wide receiver, what play we kept running last year.
The tight end,
It was
like
a wide
halfback
receiver,
play.
something with
Wide receiver screens.
Wide receiver screens. You know what I'm saying? There was a million wide receiver screens.
But it should work this year because he's actually getting there on time.
Yeah, but
That's what's crazy.
yeah, and I'm not saying that play don't work. It's just funny in the way that the wrong plays are being called. Still, the wrong plays are being called, like you said earlier. You know what I'm saying? If we had a guy who knew our O-line was suspect, and we can just, okay, well then let's not do 5 and 7 fucking drop backs. At the most it's 3. You know what I'm saying? Or you turn and you 5. Or you know what I'm saying? Some way, you know what I'm saying? Because you fuck creating time. We ain't getting that done. So now, like you said, you have to notice what your weakness is and get past that shit. And I feel like anybody who really coached that, I've never coached football. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, and especially in the fucking NFL, I've never done that shit. But there are guys who are completely qualified to do this shit. We just don't have them motherfuckers in the better facility.
I'm
More Eberflus or Shane Waldron?
I'm gonna go who came out and said it was they bad. Shane Waldron. Shane Waldron came out and literally said he fumbled the bag. He said he came out, he had some stagnant play calling. So therefore he was gonna be more transparent throughout the week as far as what the offense was talking about. And not only that, but he had the wide receivers, Caleb, he had everybody come in to voice their opinion on what needed to be done to make their situation a little bit better, whether it was good or bad. He took it all. So Shane took that shit on the chin. He knew that it really came to this. But these are what I'm telling people are the breakdowns to the buildups that people need to have throughout a season. To understand how a football organization works, this is what you need. That's why I'm not really so concerned with these kind of losses, because we're 1-2 against building something that we need to go better towards the future with. These aren't like bad games. These are stepping stones. You know what I'm saying? Just because you step on a stepping stone, kind of fumble, you catch on the next one, you still making it up that stone. And people just not seeing it from the overall perspective. These are 3 games out of a 17-game season. Some of these games not even gonna fucking matter in the end.
So y'all patient.
Well,
Y'all said.
I'm waiting to see the progression going through there once again, because
He's been bad all these years.
I'm slowly seeing what he's doing and how he's learning. The things that I like him, because when I talk about people having a bag of how they throw, what type of throws, he can do the type of throws that are required to need it. He just has to work on that timing.
Yeah.
And I'm patient enough to work on that.
Yeah.
It's not that he's all the way
I know
over.
too.
It's not like he's throwing a ganger. Yeah, he's throwing some, but some of the interceptions you really got to look for. Some of the corners really played it in. There was one where he took it right out the receiver hands, and that's a tough play, Nick. That's a really good play
But you know,
by
we
a
live
corner.
in a
Like,
microwave society where motherfuckers want to see shit like that.
So-
but I'm willing to tell you that I've seen so many quarterbacks that are good now go through this. We sit here and we give Kyler Murray a lot of plays, but we act like that motherfucker wasn't just terrible 2 seasons ago throwing
Yeah,
everything.
He was.
Trash. I'm
Absolutely
talking about
trash.
trash.
I
Worst
still-
team in their division.
I still don't think he's
I'm
good.
just saying, like,
Josh
we
Allen
watch
was good
people.
this year.
We watch people like Geno
Yeah,
Smith.
Most quarterbacks.
Yeah,
right?
We watch
Yeah,
people
yeah,
like
yeah.
Geno Smith be
And the
shitty
ones
on a
that
team.
See, like,
Go
they
to
good,
another
right?
team and take them to the playoffs.
That's crazy.
We watch niggas like Sam Darnold be with 2 shitty teams, the Jets and or the Panthers, and then go out to another team and out there at 3-3. But you see, these are people who went through all the same learning curves that Caleb is going through. So
But
I
they
just
also
don't.
got benched at a point in time. So
Okay, but
when
he's
do you put
but,
Bajan in?
but this isn't a point where he's getting bitched because they got benched after their 2nd or 3rd season fucking up maybe or throwing 17 interceptions. He's in 5 games. He's not at that level yet. He's still going through the progressions, learning the systems. At this case, it may not been him. It was just bad OCing at the time. And we have to put the point that sometimes bad OCing can lead to games that look like
So
that.
you say OC,
Yeah.
OC,
OC.
OC, or
OC, then.
OC.
There we go, LC.
All right.
Big problem.
We're gonna switch it up a little bit. Talk a little hoops, man. WNBA. Final Four is actually going on in WNBA, but Caitlin Clark, I won Rookie of the Year over Angel Reese. Is she a top 10 player in the league already? And how much did her not going to the Olympics help her game evolve? To put in context, she averaged 19.2 points, 5.7 rebounds, 8.4 assists. I believe she has the all-time record, WNBA record for most assists in a season. To put that in context, LeBron James rookie stats: 20.9 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, 5.9 assists. What y'all think? Who want to start with? Special guest, Stub. Is she a top 10 player in the league?
She's gonna be in a few years. In a few years, she would be. I'll say that much. Right now, she is one of the biggest faces. I give her that. And it kind of goes in with to do with her not going to the Olympics right now. Great fucking move not to send her. Just because you got to think about it. You just were the most hated person in college. You were just the most hated person in the WNBA. Now they send you to the Olympic setting where these people might not ever have to play against you again. Say you go a little out of pocket. You hit a 3, you talk trash to the wrong person, they will never play you again. And whatever happens in this game is going to happen in this game. And she is mouthy. We can't act like she don't talk shit too, because she talks shit too. Like, it finds her time to humble herself, find her game, find her niche, and this way, the old heads that are in the Olympics that are the big names on this team right now, like, they get to fade into their sunset while she's coming up to rise. You know what I mean? They don't have to take her on their farewell tour. It's not a hello tour for her and a farewell tour for them. It's a farewell tour for the old heads that are about to be moving out, because over the next few years, you're going to see her and Angel Reese team up to carry Team USA to a few of these goals.
Okay. How you feel?
Motherfucking, I gotta put respect on these motherfuckers' names, these girls' names, man. I just couldn't. She ain't top 10 to me.
No.
I looked up the top 25. And I give a top 20. You know what I'm saying? But like, I couldn't, like, even the top like 13 even. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at the stat. I could give her, if I'm being very lenient, I can give her like maybe 11. But I look at the stats, I look at all of these girls, I look at their stats and every damn thing. Man, there's some of these girls, Caitlin averaged 19, 8 motherfucking assists, 5 rebounds, and 1.3 assists a game.
She also had. I also believe she led the league in turnovers too.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Like, isn't some of them girls, man, them motherfuckers is 24 a game. You know what I'm saying? 24 and 20, like, they just, like, they mess around and they ain't got the 8, but they got the 5 or something. So it'll be like 24 and 5. Kaden got the, you know what I'm saying, the 19 and the 8 and the 5 and the 1. So she up there, and she do a lot. But at the same point in time, nah, man. Some of these girls, they're professionals, man. Kaden gotta get in that groove. We just talking about time and professionals. Man.
Top 10.
I can't put her in my top 10 like that. I kind of go with B.I. She'd probably be slipping into my top 15 though, just because of kind of her like a rookie appearance. I know she led the league in turnovers, but when you facilitate as much as she does, and you're just getting into as your rookie league, you're going to have some turnovers like that are going to be kind of devastating. I expected a high turnover rate from her just because you're just getting acclimated. You know, shots may not work, certain passes behind the backs, you're not.
But great passes turn the ball over.
But when she got that shit together, it made sense. And, you know, like I said, next year is going to be her breakout year. That's when you really going to see the Caitlin Clark that everybody's talking about, because she's going to hit that gym, she's going to work out, she's going to come back. You know, I expected them to fall a little short this year and get eliminated. I said that, you know, in earlier podcasts. I expected that to be like that.
We didn't think they were playoff team.
But they made a great look. They made me a half-ass believer. I can see that team getting better. I can see them working out. I can see them motherfuckers being a high contender next year. But the reason being is they got to figure out their pieces. Like I said, she got acclimated. Now it is. Next year you working on something bigger. Everybody doesn't understand, like, being from that rookie, leaving from college, a collegiate level, or maybe a walk-on and going into, like, a professional, that's a whole different speed. Like, I've talked to people who play the NBA, and they say the speed is different. It's crazy.
Magic is the only nigga I know.
You gotta think about it. You're
Only
playing
girl
against a
with
whole
Kansas.
bunch of people who are just
Yeah,
like
Kansas
you,
on.
bigger,
Sure.
faster,
MVP.
bigger, faster, and stronger than most of the people that you're
Mike
used
won,
to seeing.
Collegiate Player of the Year, then he won Rookie of the Year. But Magic won a championship though, and then won the championship.
That's a different level.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only nigga I've ever known to get acclimated that
I
quick.
think the Olympics played it right not having her here, and her, however that worked out, whether she declined her, they didn't call her, whatever. But that worked out for her better because she needs to focus on her game in the WNBA. That's what the biggest thing was. The people who went to the Olympics, they already know their game. They know what's going on. This is something they bad, but she's still kind of figuring stuff out, putting that type of pressure on people. But
Go play with
it's
the
not
fever.
important
Go
right
practice
now.
with your team.
Working
And
with
get
your
better
team,
with
gelling,
That's what she did.
chemistry.
And they got better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying?
Otherwise, you over here playing with other people, you're not working with your team. It
Right.
takes away from the game that you need to be working on right now. People who go to the Olympics can kind of afford that because they're already acclimated. Everybody that was going there knew what they were with their team, could get right back in motion because they know their chemistry. She's still figuring out her chemistry with the team, was big difference. That's the difference.
And what you said.
That's what I said.
That's what I was saying.
That's-
Back to the same thing. Sad news, man. D Rose, definitely one of my favorite basketball players of all time. I had Kayla. I had her top 12, top 15 right now. Probably closer to 14 or 15. We got so many dogs, so many good guards too. So, but the way that she can score and her passing ability is next level. So
The playmaking.
yeah, I mean she's to me she's more Luka, I think, than anything. But she's gonna be a problem. But D Rose, who was a problem for those 4 years, my goodness, retired quickly. Name your 3 favorite D Rose moments of all time. I'll start number 3 for me. May 8th, 2015. D Rose hit the bank shot to beat the Cavs in the playoffs. If y'all know what I'm talking about, you can go on YouTube. That's the one they made a meme where he just standing there, they just hold him up in there, and he got the.
That's my number 3 right there.
That was actually my number 2. That was actually my number 2.
On the real.
And he just expressionless, just like what else did you think would happen?
On the real.
Like, yeah, so that was number 3 for me. Number 3 for you as well?
Yeah.
So for me, it was the dunk on Dragic.
Ooh. I
He
like
did it
that.
dirty.
Yeah, that was wild. Yeah.
He found out that boy could fly for a little bit.
I think it was I can't remember the exact amount. It might have been a 42-point game with the Grizzlies that he put up. He had a crazy game with the Grizzlies. Yeah, I swear it was like one of his biggest breakout moments. No.
He had 50
No,
with the Timberwolves.
That was a Timberwolves game. My bad. It was a 52 win. It was a 52 with the Timberwolves. Yep.
Yeah.
That was a crazy game.
There's so many of these moments. I should have picked a different one from you and shit.
That was crazy though. 52.
No, that's not.
I'm trying to pick a different one. I'm gonna go motherfucking.
That was
That's my third.
Right.
That's your third.
Yeah. Who you got? So go ahead. You didn't say your 2 yet.
Nah. You can go ahead and shit. You got your 2 ready?
At 2, October 31st, Halloween, 2018. D Rose dropped a career high 50 points against the Utah Jazz. That was that Timberwolf game when he started crying. So yeah, which is crazy. Little side tangent. Jeff Teague actually said he told him that night before the game started that he was gonna drop 50. So yeah, D Rose, man, that was crazy. I still remember that.
Yeah. Shit, my number 2, I'm going when the All-Star weekend. When LeBron James, D Wade,
You funny as hell,
D Wade was just, D Rose is looking at it, he's just chilling, just he ain't paying these niggas no never mind.
Not at all.
Hey, dog,
ready
said
for
this.
the game. All
Yeah, he
business.
did. Like y'all some
Business.
This is D Rose, man. You know how to make us proud, dog.
Stuff. Who you got? Number 2, second favorite D Rose moment of all time.
The ooh. He caught that bitch with the left.
Ooh,
Caught
that
that
was in
bitch.
Chicago, wasn't it?
Yup. Caught that bitch with the left. Came smooth down.
I remember that.
I'm forgetting who threw him the ooh. Was it Dang?
It might have been dang. Or Noah, was it Noah?
Might have been no too.
Nah, Noah hit the outlet.
Yeah, no, it was dang. It was dang.
So yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro. D Rose is special. Number 1 for me, January 22nd, 2010, D Rose dunk on Goran Dragic. That might be, in my opinion, top 3, like, nastiest dunk. Like, to me, that's right there with MJ dunk baseline on back. Like, I still never seen no shit like, bro, he was, the fact that he did this shit two-handed, he was so fucking high, dog. Like, he almost hit his head on the fucking backboard.
I thought
Dog.
he did.
Dog, like, that shit was crazy. Like, I don't know how Dragic is even walking around breathing right now. That man is a ghost, people. Like, cause he died that night. I'm telling you, he died. I went and put a suit on after watching Sports Center.
And then nigga was like,
Straight up. That shit was crazy, dog.
Got blessed.
Yeah, he got blessed.
he had a cape on for a minute.
Man, for real. For real. And it wasn't handy, man, neither. I'm in the wing. Stuff. Who you got? Favorite D Rose moment of all time?
When he took Miami to Game 7.
Ooh, I remember that. We should have won that series.
Okay.
We should have had that.
My number 1 is that nigga holding up the MVP trophy.
Ooh, I like
I
that.
never thought that, I never thought nobody from Chicago was gonna do that playing for Chicago. That shit was crazy.
That was a special season.
Man.
I like that. Hendo, favorite D Rose moment of all time.
That whole MVP season.
I like that. I ain't even mad at you.
He went bananas.
That's some shit I would have did. I ain't mad at you.
Yep.
That whole season
Yep,
was
the whole
crazy.
season.
I wish it was some way you could watch that. Do y'all remember back then when the Bulls would win, Sports Channel would play their whole season for two days straight? Do y'all remember that?
If you won the championship, they would do that.
Yeah, whenever we won the
Yeah.
championship,
Oh, yeah.
Sports Channel
Yeah.
would play every game like back to back to back for like
All your
2
highlight
days.
games, yeah.
Yeah, that shit was, man, I love that shit. Second segment. Name 5 players you would have liked to see D Rose team up with. these must have been players who played with in D Rose prime. So it can't say like Patrick Ewing or David Robinson, something like that. I personally looked at D Rose in three All-Star seasons, and I went through the All NBA teams, and that's how I selected.
That's
So
fair enough.
number 5 for me, I would have loved to see him and Carmelo. I wish that would have happened.
In no specific order, I'm gonna say that wish you just get mine out the
Carmelo was on my 5 list too. He's my very last person.
Oh yeah. So who you got number 5?
Curry.
Ooh.
Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That would have been nasty.
That would, bro, he either set you up or Curry can set him up for the high fly situation. Either way, they both got a vision.
That is true.
One got bounce, one got a burner. And then when D Rose is hot,
That would have been a hell of a splash, brother. I don't know what you would have called him, but that would have been fun to watch.
It would have been. What you know?
Number 4 for me, Dwight Howard.
Mm.
You talk about a hell of a pick and roll you could not guard.
Yeah.
A prime Dwight Howard.
True that.
Well, no, you don't have to be the number 1 option. I'll take care of that. I just need you to play defense, run the floor, and I'm gonna find you. I would have loved to see him in a prime Dwight Howard.
Okay. Makes sense.
Who you got?
Shit, I got KD.
Ooh, Durant.
KD.
Four.
Dudes.
4 for you.
That was number 4 for me.
KD.
Yeah, that worked.
Mark Stoudemire.
I thought about that too.
True.
That pick and roll.
That pick and roll.
That pick and roll.
That shit up.
And that
If you really think how a dog got down, how they would get down, yeah.
that was actually the best version of Amari.
It really was.
When he went to New York, when he was healthy. Because I think he finished top 5, I think, in MVP voting that year.
Yeah, but
That was after he left the Suns too. And that's
That was
what
after he left. Remember he had the glasses then.
Yeah.
Bro, if the jumper had started falling, he wasn't hurt.
He was
Like that was,
consistent.
He
you
was
put
starting to
him
get that.
and D Rose both.
He was
Oh
starting to
my
get that
God!
good
In the East,
Right.
in the East,
That's what I'm
with
saying.
Noah. Nah, Mario, you ain't gotta play the 5. We got Noah for that. Oh my God! Him, D Rose, Noah, and Dame. And you got Captain Kirk coming off the ooh, my nigga John Salmons, man, that would have been fun, dog. Number 3 for me, Durantula.
Durantula, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, Durantula. Him and KD.
Motherfuckers that can shoot.
Yeah, motherfuckers that can shoot.
You know what I'm saying? They can do a little bit more.
Yeah. He will be our closer.
You know?
D Rose will theoretically be our Shaq. You take, you know what I'm saying, the first 3.
Or Melo and shit.
Or Melo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Either one of them niggas.
Either one. And you be our closer.
Yeah.
Number 3, who you got, B.I.?
Shit, we had 3. I thought we was at 2.
No, it is that 3.
No, they're 3.
Oh, okay. Shit, I got Chris Bosh, man. Chris Bosh.
Ooh.
Very talented at the
Ooh.
4. I like the squad.
Ooh. Hendo?
LeBron.
LeBron.
Yep.
LeBron. Yeah, that's
He basically just a stronger version of Luau, whatever dog position was.
Yeah.
3. No?
Yep.
So 3 for me, it'd be Ellis.
Monte.
Monte?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm sorry to cap Kirk, but bring in Ellis. That's a whole different story. That's a 2-headed dragon, and you got Noah in the middle. He can anywhere.
That's not bad. I didn't think about that. I like Monte Ellis too. I've been watching him play for a long time.
Yeah.
All-time high school scoring leader in high school Mississippi history until Al Jefferson beat it out of Princess High School. How the fuck do I still remember that? At number 2, for me, Dwayne Wade. That's the backcourt I would have liked to see. D Rose and wouldn't have been great shooting backcourt, but my God, you gonna have a hard. Your center gonna be so fucking mad because they gonna keep turning the corner. Y'all ain't gonna have no center, bro. They gonna make nobody, bro. They center gonna foul out so many times, dog.
He ain't gonna be down there.
Not at all. You're gonna have a small forward.
He's gonna be right where he missed that shot, and the ball gonna be down there.
That shit ain't fair, dog. It ain't
So
fair.
that would be nuts. I would love to see D. Well
Can't put him
prime,
as
D.
fast
Well.
with a nigga named The Flash.
Dog.
Come on, man. That's
Dog.
too fast. That's
Dog.
it's too quick.
Time for some slow it down.
That's unfair shit. I got motherfucking Klay Thompson at the two. That'd be my backcourt. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting all the shooters around this nigga. If you notice, everybody can shoot the ball. Don't need to be standing in the hole.
I like that.
So that motherfucker can die right.
I like
Damn
that.
everything.
I like that. Stub. Number 2.
My number 2. Honestly, Russ. I mean, not Russ. John Wall.
Ooh, that's a horrible shooting backcourt.
Oh yeah. But the
fast
oops
as
is
hell.
crazy.
Yeah, they fast as hell.
They
man.
fast as hell.
Fast and athletic as shit.
They're not
Hey,
fast.
but that's what you got Kirk for. That's what you got Luau Deng for. Come on now. And out of nowhere, Mike Miller. I mean, is it Mike? Not Mike Miller. What's his name? He was something Miller. That center that we had, he was like
Brad Miller.
Yeah,
Brad Miller.
Miller,
Yep.
He was an all-star one year.
Yep. Come on now.
He can shoot that thing.
Yep. I got some shooters around him already. All we need is Rose. You tired? All right, Russ, go out there. You do the same exact thing. They could do the same. I mean, John, they could do the same exact way. You don't gotta shoot much. You can go put that bitch back. Bam. All right, now if we got this two-headed dragon out there, we gonna run a small center. So Tyrese Thompson, here you go. All right, run.
Well, you shouldn't even say
That sounds awful.
It sounds awful, but hey, you get to run all day. I'm just
Soon as
throwing
you
lies.
said Tyrese,
I'm just throwing lies all day.
I was done with Tyrese.
Yeah, I'm just
I was
throwing
with you till you said Tyrese, but
Nah, I'm just.
I digress. Nendo, who you got? Shaq. A fast ass backcourt.
Shaq. Current
Ooh.
that year Shaq. That year's Shaq. The same one that won with D Wade that year's Shaq. That nigga.
I like that.
Okay.
Number 1 for me, of course, the King, LeBron James. I think everyone would like saying that, seeing LeBron and D Rose play together. To me, that would have been fun to see.
Man, I'm going KG. Just 'cause that nigga from the crib.
Ooh,
You know what I'm saying? That'd have been fighting. You know what I'm saying? Just to see the two niggas being from the crib and seeing two niggas on the same team and shit, knowing that they dope as hell. Yeah, KG was still nice around that time.
number 1 player you would love seeing D Rose team up with.
Shit. I said Ray Allen.
Okay.
We was a shooter away.
Was we?
Kinda. That's all we needed to do to push past Game 7 with Brown.
I don't know.
If we had a shooter,
I don't know.
come on now.
Nendo, number 1 player. I like that Ray Allen.
And I'm gonna keep it a buck. And y'all know it's my last 2 picks. Gonna be big man. AD. If you would have put AD on that team and took Dog all the way, it took Noah coming off the bench or whatever, whatnot.
That's hard.
You're not worried about that.
That's hard.
I think. Oh no, man.
But yeah, I'm going AD, man.
Anthony Davis?
Anthony Davis,
I
man.
like that. 10 questions this week. Name 10 athletes whose careers were cut way too short due to injury. Y'all let us out there know too, man. Don't be dusty, man. I see you. Hit that like button, subscribe. Also, check us out at Old Head Sports Entertainment Podcast on YouTube as well as C Hendo. Where you watching us at, all right? Don't be dusty. Number 10 for me, I went with Danny Manning.
Danny Manning, okay.
Yeah, Danny, people forget how good Danny Manning was. He was a problem. Played both sides, 6'10", long as shit. He could do everything on the basketball court. Danny Manning for me, number 10.
It's a whole bunch of dudes on this list, but a lot of people gonna pick the same people. So I'm gonna start it out with Boobie Miles, motherfucking Friday Night Lights.
This nigga here.
Yeah.
Let me spin, coach.
You want to win, let boobies spin, Jack.
Never saw Friday Night Lights.
That shit was good. It was a good movie. But in real life, the real booty now is rushed for 1,345 yards is in '87. He tore his shit up in '88. He was a real dude. He was actually killing motherfuckers, man. The letters this nigga had, man, he had like over like 20, 30 motherfucking
Every
letters
school
and shit.
wanted him.
Every school, Notre Dame, everybody.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was cold as a bitch.
Yeah. What you got? Stud?
Danny Granger.
Ooh,
Man.
that is a good one. That is a great pick, Danny Granger. That is a great pick. His favorite player was Scottie Pippen growing up. How the fuck do I still remember that? Damn Slam magazines.
Damn slam.
10, Hendo. At 10 athletes whose careers will cut way too short due to injury. Number 10.
T-Mac.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He on my list.
If T-Mac doesn't make that list in some way, shape, or form due to injuries, man, then I don't know if you was watching ball in the 90s, early 2000s.
Right.
I can tell your age by your judgment call on that.
Yeah, that's my next pick right there. You may as well.
Number
He
9.
ain't the next one, but you know he on the list. Ain't no specific
Okay.
order for me.
And number 9 for me, Jay Williams. Chicago Bulls point guard. Dude.
Okay.
The motherfucker, I choked shit out, dog.
Yeah, I did. I was sick. I was a huge Jay Williams fan.
Why you mad at Jay Will?
No,
Bulls.
cause dog cost us a whole fucking pick. Then did some dickhead shit, bro.
He was
I'm
another
just
2 pick.
listen, no.
Didn't Bob really do
It's
that shit?
no. He did.
Not
But
to that
listen,
extent.
this was a specific thing in your contract. This literally stated in his contract. It was crazy because they posted this shit. They said you cannot purchase nor ride a hang glider or like a sea craft, like a Sea-Doo or something like that. Motorcycles, mopeds, anything, ATV, wheelers, all that type of shit, none of that. And you know what this goofy ass motherfucker do within the first month of getting his money? This nigga go buy a motorcycle. And you know what he do with that goddamn motorcycle? This goofy ass nigga crashes the motorcycle. And guess what happened? The nigga get injured. So it voided his whole goddamn contract, but that cost us nothing on the money tip because we got our money back, but we don't get that fucking pick back. That was the number 1 pick. You know who else went that year? A bunch of other niggas that's still playing. Or was playing at that time. Meanwhile, this nigga came back later, played, wasn't a shell of himself. Now he hosting NCAA commentary. And you should be the last nigga you want around some college niggas. You made the worst mistakes in your motherfucking life. It just didn't make no sense to me, dog. I'll forever hold that. That's a first rounder though, dog. Not a second or third, nothing like that, or a first.
Second overall pick.
Same thing to the high ass pick, nigga.
No.
Anything above 5, nigga, you fucking up. We gonna get nigga.
That go, dog.
Nigga.
That was a pretty long time.
Nigga.
Oh,
Fuck that
You got a
shit.
whole new team now.
that shit phenomenal.
Watch all them good ass years when you was playing for Duke and shit. You come over here and ended up Duke ball. Playing Dookie and shit,
Who
nigga.
you got at number 9, Bill?
Oh shit! Last I had Tracy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Who you got, sub? Number 9.
Sean Livingston.
Oh my God! Yes,
Should
yes.
definitely on the list.
Came back got that ring though.
No,
Yeah,
no,
the same.
but
No,
but-
I mean, he was the best 6 man you could get.
no,
Nah.
no, bro.
Nah.
Not if you saw him play.
I've seen him play. Nigga.
No,
No.
and
I know.
Peoria, no. He
I've
was.
watched him.
They was talking about he was the next Magic Johnson.
I don't know about that, but
Yes, he was nice. Sean
He
Livingston.
wasn't running
Fro.
with the old man knees.
No, he was nice. Who you got? Number 9, Hendo.
man, Greg Oden, dog. If Greg Oden don't make your list, nigga, I don't know what the fuck is going on. This nigga has so much potential.
Yeah.
But this nigga's knees was made out of wet paper and toilet tissue. Like this nigga,
That's the
paper.
starting
This
10
nigga had paper mache where meniscus should have been. Like,
Shout out to Greg Oden.
Man, crispy noodle knee.
Greg Oden.
That nigga.
No bullshit.
That nigga was his foot though. It's his feet though.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's your normal thing with big men of that size is their feet type shit. So I get it, but he was a good player.
He would have been.
He's a big 3 right now, I believe too.
Yeah, he would have been really good.
Legs turning to ramen noodle packets.
He's actually one of the only players I've ever seen in high school where he did not jump unless he blocked the shot.
That's a fact, bro.
No
that nigga was flat
bullshit.
foot the whole time.
Because a lot of people I watched him play in high school. It was actually him, and the point guard was Mike Conley Jr. And they was on the same high school in Lawrence, Ohio.
Yep.
And I will never forget that I watched a high school game and he did not jump unless he blocked their shot. Like phenomenal timing, bro. As a big man. A lot of people forget he took that championship team with Ohio State. That 1 year as a freshman, they went to the championship team with an injured Greg Oden. He was that fucking good.
Yeah,
Right.
It was fucked up.
Yeah. Number 8 for me, Brandon Roy, Trailblazers.
Yeah.
That's right there with
Brandon
you.
Roy with you, yeah.
Brandon Roy.
You gotta make the list.
Brandon Roy.
You gotta make the list.
Not right now.
Okay.
I think coming down next on that list, I'm gonna have to put Tractor Trailer, man.
Ooh, Tractor Trailer.
No, because Tractor Trailer was project.
greatness before he got injured. What was
I
his
mean,
injury?
dog had a play set, but it's like injuries and shit like that really took him out the game. We'll never know. Dog could have been like
I know.
No, I'm just saying, like, we watched that position and we watched Zach Randolph do the same fucking thing and be successful. Take his team in there. He plays basically under the same type of position. I look at them niggas the same
I'm
player.
sorry, you said Zach Randolph. Who are we talking about again?
Tractor Trailer.
You comparing Tractor Trailer
Yes.
to Zach Randolph.
Before he got injured, yeah.
You should never do that.
Let him
again.
explain it to you.
You should.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
Hey. Hold on. I'll take that from you. I'll take that from you, sir. But I will never take that from you. You, my friend, I will never take that from you. I understand you. We'll talk later. But you, nigga, nah. No, because the reason I say that is we don't know, because we watch the evolution of guys that size, like Zion's and shit like that, come in, and we just don't know what he could have done on the healthiness side. You know what I'm saying? And I give openness because I keep an open mind on what I kind of seen a potential height to what you could have done compared to what injuries took you away from doing it. That's all. And I just don't think, we think about some of his highlights, but we never really seen a good, healthy year out of dog. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, you be like, oh shit, he was injured that year too. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I just feel like there was some potential there because I see guys that
So let me get this straight. Brandon Roy.
No, Brandon Roy was a scoring leader. This nigga, yeah. He was.
Brandon Roy wasn't gonna make
No.
No. I said he's higher on my list.
He should be lower on the
Gotcha.
list.
Oh yeah, that's right. You doing it in order.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. At number
No,
7.
I put him in there because that dog. Like I'm saying, the dog had a.
You would never hear me. I love Tractor Trailer. So I'm sorry, you'll never hear anything.
Dog had a skill set. I'm just saying, like dog.
love Tractor Trailer.
I love Michigan back then, but
He had a
Super
skill
underrated
set.
class.
He
That
had a
class
skill
makes
set,
no
and what I'm
bad.
telling you,
the other
injuries
guys
took
on
away.
that list as far as how good
Bro,
they were.
number 7, Larry Johnson.
Ooh, yeah. Dr. Say need to back you out of me.
Yeah.
What's wrong? Spine?
Top 3.
It was about
My probably top 3 favorite player of all time. Probably Mike, Rose, Larry Johnson.
Yeah, Larry Johnson is my top 20 all-time favorites.
Oh yeah, he top 3 for me, dog. Absolutely love.
Yeah, he was definitely my favorite player at one point in time.
Who you got? Number 7.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm going Grant Hill.
Okay.
There.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That early?
Okay.
Right, that's what I said.
That early?
Yeah, man.
Who you got? Stub number 7.
Gordon Howard.
Who?
Gordon
Hayward, my bad.
Gordon
Oh.
Hayward.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Who you got? Number 7.
I actually had Larry Johnson as well. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
His career was cut short, man. Dog was really a dog, man.
That's what's going on.
Y'all-
Motherfuckers really don't understand what
Y'all
dog
don't
brings to the table,
understand,
man.
bro. Larry Johnson was, man, bro. Oh my God, he was so fucking good, dog. And he was only like 6'5". He was honestly, Charles Barkley said he would have been the best player in the league. Number 6, Bill Walton.
Yep. I got Bill. I may as well go ahead and say that.
Bill Walton, number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Big Redwood. Hendo, switch it up. Who you got number 6?
R.I.P.
Michael Redd.
We going Michael Redd too, Stub?
Yes.
Okay. Milwaukee in the building. Number 5 for me, I say athletes now. Sterling Sharp.
Sterling fucking Sharp. I knew I was getting somebody. I'm forgetting a few motherfuckers.
Sterling Sharp. Being a Bear fan, he's one of my favorite wide receivers. Even though he played for the Packers, that dude is something else, bro. That dude is special.
We 6.
No, we're number 5.
This nigga definitely needed a helmet, but plexical burst. Even though he shot himself, he needed a helmet, but
He was a dog.
that's my number 4.
That shit count.
Number 5?
That's my number 5. My fault. Yeah.
That shit count.
Who you got number 5, Bill?
Man, I'm going Hank Gathers, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's major right there.
Ooh. R.I.P., man. R.I.P. Y'all young kids, man. Go YouTube Hank Gathers, man. Go check out that offense. Him and Bo Campbell.
That was all basketball.
Crazy.
So,
Number 5, who you got, Hendo?
Percy Harvin.
Oh my God, that's a great pick.
yeah.
That's a really good
Man,
fucking
that
pick.
nigga was never injured.
Huh?
How good this nigga would have been if he was like, say, never injured and shit
Dog.
ever. He was just
His
never
biggest
lost
injury was a
16
migraine.
Migraine, yeah.
That's crazy. Kept him out of everything.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a
You
good
get,
ass
yeah,
pick.
that's a great pick. You got a lot of people who say he was the greatest high school player of all time. They say him, Derrick Henry, like they all up there
Right.
being the greatest high school players of all time.
He was really good in the pros, too.
Oh no, I know. All my now I'm on the pros, bro. And in college, like
Yeah,
oh
college
my
too,
God.
definitely.
Number 4 for me, I went with Gale Sayers.
Oh, I thought about Gail. I thought about Gail.
Chi-Town representative, Gale Sayers.
I can't remember his fucking name, though. Hold on. It was a what's the name story. Who's Gail
Brian
Sayers' guy?
Song.
Brian somebody.
Yeah,
and
Brian
shit.
Song.
Right. I can't remember how Gail Sayers' career ended.
I want to say he got hurt, if I'm not mistaken. Injury. Yeah. Was it?
He
Doesn't
was
matter.
fucking motherfuckers up for
Yeah.
that short amount of time.
For that short amount of time,
He was
yeah.
a running back. He was
Right.
running kicks back. He was
Yeah,
running
all
everything.
over the goddamn
Everything.
field.
Yeah.
He was like Barry Sanders before Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
This dude reversed the field and run it all the way to the house on you.
Yeah. He was
First
crazy.
cold nigga ever and shit, as far as I'm concerned. But shit, next man, I gotta go Lynn Bias, man.
Oh my God.
I gotta go with the motherfuckers that, you know what I'm saying?
Lynn,
Serious potential.
when you watch Lynn play today, he looks like a modern player. Which is crazy.
Yeah, man, he can do it all.
Which is crazy. At
Jump
6'8",
shots,
6'9".
like dunk on you. You know what I'm saying? Hell of a competitor, tenacious. Yeah, man. That motherfucker's a problem.
Yeah, cocaine, man. Fuck it.
Okay.
Who you got, Stubbs? Number 4.
Could be number 3 for me. I went first on this one.
Oh, okay. Who you got? Hendo, number 4.
Number 4, Bill Walton.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Yeah.
You gotta make the list.
Yeah. No, hell yeah. Hell yeah. What's up? So you got a number 3 then?
At number 3,
Yeah.
Bo Jackson.
Okay.
Ooh.
You got Bills number 3.
And number 3, I got Reggie Lewis.
Ooh. Ooh, that's a problem. Young people, Google Reggie Lewis, man. He gave MJ problems. I want to say the only player ever to block MJ 3 times in the game, but definitely twice in the game. Might even been 4 times in the game. But yeah, Reggie Lewis was a problem.
Yeah.
Number 3 for me, I went with Penny. Not a
Ooh.
nickel, but a penny, man. Penny Hardaway.
Yeah.
His career was absolutely cut short by injury, man. Who you got? Hendo, number 3.
I feel like this might be biased and a lot of people won't understand that shit, but y'all mean.
I thought about that.
Yeah,
Because he wasn't too old. He wasn't like Sabonis old when he got here. He was still in great shape and all of that, but he kept getting hurt. He played.
Them feet.
Them feet. When you a
For
big
big
man,
man.
some feet. Oh, every time, bro. Every time. Every time.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Man, 1, 2. 1, 2. That's all I tell you, bro. You can't get it, man. But y'all, man, y'all was crazy. Imagine when he was a walking double-double. Easily. He could hit the midi. Remember, he used to, hey, I ain't gonna act like all the time, but sometimes you used to get that nigga Shaq fixed because he used to get that mid-range.
Yeah.
He could hit a consistent mid-range, and Shaq don't come out that paint.
From game.
So he come out right here, he seen exactly what Tim was doing. Take that motherfucker out the paint.
Shoot free throws, a good free throw shooter.
Passer, everything.
Mid-range.
Yeah, he was a bitty. Yeah, y'all was a
That
problem.
mid-range
bro.
was a problem, dog.
Yeah.
He too big. He already a problem out there in basket. Now you mean to tell me he can shoot jump shots?
Yeah, he's a problem. He just couldn't stay healthy. Stubbs, who you have at number 2?
Derrick Rose.
I got D Rose at 2 as well.
I got him real. Yeah, right.
I got Brandon Rook
Brandon Roy,
at 2.
I'm not mad at that.
Man, he was a scoring champ, man. Both years before he got hurt. Like, this nigga was a dog, bro. He was putting up more points than Kobe, Tracy McGrady, all these niggas, bro.
He
With
was
the
giving the whole league-
Trailblazers.
Giving the whole league trouble.
Nigga.
Yeah.
And he could good passer too. And rebound.
Amazing. He was a walking stat sheet.
Hell of a post up game too. Underrated. Number 1 for me, I had to go with Bodo's injury.
I was trying to tell you, Bo's
Bo
our
Jackson.
number 1. His trajectory looked like he was supposed to be the best running back to ever play this game.
Looked like
better
he
than
was supposed to be the
Payton.
greatest athlete of all time.
Yeah, and it came to football. That man looked like he was better than maybe Walter Payton.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His speed, that is just crazy, and the power was crazy to the point where, honestly, it just, like, even on Tecmo Bowl, it seemed like it was unfair. You couldn't get this dude on the ground. That's the way he kind of was in real life. When he ran over the bars on the goal line, the whole mystique of the bars was over.
Yeah.
It was over.
Yeah.
Fuck college in Oklahoma. Fuck you in Seattle.
Yep.
Cut your hair or something, nigga. Like, no one cares anymore about the bars, bro.
Yeah.
With the way Bo just did you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bo, he'll run through you or past you. And this nigga is way too fucking fast. This nigga, his athletic prowess is mythic. It's mythical.
Yeah.
Or some shit, bro. Like, they talk about the shit he did, like, it's a myth. Like, all of these stories. People got Bo Jackson stories.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
About how they
across
grew him as
the
a
creek
kid and
as a
shit.
kid, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All types of crazy shit, dog.
He
Where it's
can't-
like, nah, he the one.
They
You know what I'm saying?
they actually talked
Everybody
about it was on
different era.
Sports Center, and it was talking about Bo Jackson. And one of his friends say he had broke his arm or something, and he said Bo had built an archery out back. And he said he walks back there, and he said Bo is loading the bow with one hand and using his feet to shoot the fucking bow and arrow. And he say every time it's a fucking bullseye.
Yeah.
He's like, he's just. They say the same thing with
Yeah.
Clyde Drexler. They say Clyde Drexler hate to practice, will go out and give you 40.
Yeah.
They say everything he did, he was good at it. Cards, gambling, whatever
Yeah.
Clyde did, he was good at it. Some people are
Clyde.
just like that. You know what I'm saying?
Naturally gifted.
Yeah, just naturally just freaks of nature. Number 1, who you got?
Me?
I mean, shit, this will always be a
Special
two.
guest, you gonna go live.
It always a two-team toss between, D Rose and Grant Hill
Yeah.
to me, because you understand, like, when D Rose got hurt, he was on the verge of being one of the best players, but when Grant Hill got hurt, he was on the verge of being
Face of the
The
league.
the
First,
face of the
yeah.
league. Like,
I know.
nigga, he was on the come up. Like, they
He
was
had
not
McDonald's
fucking with
commercials, dog.
they weren't fucking with him, and I feel like a lot of people forget how good Grant Hill was at one point. But then his bounce. The reason I have to give it to more D Rose is because Grant Hill's bounce back in another decade against a whole nother generation of
Yeah.
players was
Yeah,
just as
yeah,
epic,
yeah.
because
Oh, wow.
this man, he came back in where the game was way faster, different moves, and still was successful.
Yeah.
I've only seen a couple motherfuckers do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Grant
I
Hill
watched
Grant Hill was better later than
Right.
was
Right.
in his career.
He changed his game.
But he changed his game. How he changed his game?
But he got
Defensive
more
player.
minutes,
But
and he played more.
you
know what
only
I'm
see
saying?
certain type of people. Like for instance, I bring up Rick Fox a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Vince
Because
Carter.
I know, but I've watched Rick Fox visually, and my face changed his game.
Yeah.
Like literally changed his game. Vince too, but I literally watched Rick do it on a championship level. Like he just did with his job.
Yeah, that shit would.
He did what his job was required. You know what I'm saying? Not so much like a Robert Horry, he just kind of did, but that other joint was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I kind of had to give it to him a little bit more.
I'm not mad at either one of them.
Yeah.
Bills.
Yeah, change shit up.
Tell these people what fucking time.
Oh
it
man,
is.
trade your
Oh,
stuff.
stop! Did you say My fault,
So-
y'all.
For me, it's weird, but Magic Johnson.
Well,
It's not an injury, but he did have to stop playing.
He
He
said
couldn't
that
come back
age.
from it.
That is true because he was somewhat still in his prime.
He still was in his
he
prime.
was in the finals just before his last game in the NBA. He was in the
No,
finals.
I'm not.
They was getting fucked up, but yeah, he,
And to be fair,
I'm
he
trying to
did
remind
make an
everybody that
All-Star
shit.
appearance that game with Dennis Rodman, so he had to be
Okay.
somewhat good to make the
Okay,
All-Star.
okay.
You get voted in for that.
You talking about the next year when he was out, or that same year?
You can't get voted in the year out. You have to be an active player when you get voted into All-Star.
Nah, he got voted in. He wasn't an active player.
Yeah, it was the
He was
following
he was
year.
an active player. He was on a roster, bro.
He was on the roster. He just couldn't play.
Right.
Oh, so that's
He was an active player. He
But
was
they-
on the
but
roster
if they
under
don't- But if
inactive.
they don't allow you to play during the year, they shouldn't allow you to play in the
But
All-Star
he
game.
still played though.
Right.
But
Not
he got
necessarily because that's what happened with Craig Hodges.
right.
What's that?
He was out the league, but he was a defending champion
Right.
in the 3-point contest. And then the following year, because everybody was like, "What uniform is he gonna wear?" And if you Google, he actually, because I was even thinking he just wore a white uniform that said NBA on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Funny as hell. Funny.
How do I fucking remember that? It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous, bro. I watch too much sports. But Bills, please tell these people what time it is.
Trade yourself, trade yourself.
Trade yourself. This is how we end every episode, man. It's a nice way of telling somebody, fuck you. It could be your wife, your husband. I don't want to say tell your kid that, but somebody acting a damn fool, you ain't got to cuss them out. You look at them right in the face and say, "You, sir, ma'am, you need to trade your goddamn self." So we normally try to keep it with, football. We know sports players, Brett Favre, the welfare queen. Horrible that he has Parkinson. I don't wish that on anybody. Or Mike Malone, the Nuggets coach. He ain't got Parkinson. You can
I thought
definitely
he
tell
was
him to
about to
trade
say
himself.
Michael J. Fox.
No. that shit ain't funny.
I know it's
I
not.
wish that on nobody.
Yeah,
But
you can't say Mike
anyway,
right after that.
Bills, who need to trade themselves this week?
I'm sorry, man. I gotta do it, man. The New York Knicks, man. I feel like they lost in this trade. I mean, sometimes it's addition by subtraction, and they did go far without Julius Randle. So it ain't nothing but a win. Whatever you do get from Cat, as long as they don't become too Cat-centric and just stay doing what they were doing and let Cat just fit in. And these are the reasons why. I feel like Tibbs gonna run a nigga into the ground. If
He already
do-
coached with him though.
If he do stay on the motherfucking flow, they gonna expect too much from him, which could fuck them up. He not a good defender. They gave up a good perimeter defender to get the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like that might fuck up the motherfucking continuity. And now they might score 10 more points a game with this nigga on the floor, but I feel like they might give up 15 more motherfucking points. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell he defending out there. And honestly, I don't trust that nigga in big moments. Like when they get to the playoffs, man, that team was just built sturdy as hell, man, as far as just a community of guys running they play. You know what I'm saying? In a moment in the playoffs, down a couple points, you need this motherfucking bucket down this time. And I feel like Cat gonna fuck that up. I feel like if you get that dude the ball and ask him to shoot, I feel like that may be a little bit too much for him under those lights. I'm not sure.
And normally I would naturally agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But there's two things you gotta understand. Whose team is that?
That's Brunson's team.
Thank you. So who the
That's
fuck
the
gonna have?
Villanova
So who the
Knicks.
fuck gonna have that ball when it's crunch time? It ain't gonna be no
It better
goddamn
be
Cat.
him and
It-
Bridges.
But it ain't gonna be Cat. Listen what I'm saying. I thought about this trade, and I said, who did I feel won on this trade?
Full Villanova guy for 3 though. I ain't like that.
But listen, they got it. That's a 4-to-5 ratio. And there's only one dude that can fuck it up. And if you wait, but hear me.
They got
I was like, I said, listen. I thought about it. I said, look, but listen. But they soft down low. But they soft down low because Hartenstein is gone now. Because he's over there with motherfucking the Thunder. He's with the Thunder. So he's gone. So they're soft in the middle right now. They really are. And Cat's not gonna help them. But Cat spreads the floor and they run fast ball. Because if you watch what Tibbs does, he runs in a very like a 3-and-D aggressive. They're gonna work the ball, but they're gonna find the pieces. They're not just gonna be running through Cat. Where over there, they were running plays through Cat. The plays are gonna be running through Brunson, Hart, and other motherfuckers.
You know how many games
and what I'm gonna say is they're gonna change the role because, do mind you, look at the role Towns had when Tibbs was coaching the Timberwolves. He had a different role. He played different. He had better defense that year. He wasn't so much settling for them threes. He was shooting inside shots. He was dunking on niggas and playing better defense.
You know how much
that's how Tibbs running. This, but
you know
different people
gonna need that nigga to begin the season. They sentence hurt. They trade away Harkins.
They're gonna,
like you said,
but they're gonna need him to be big. Yes, they're gonna need him to be big. But he runs a fast ball. He's faster than your average center. He's getting down the
season coming up. I seen the media day with the Boston Celtics the other night. Like these niggas in uniform.
I think what I seen though, like you said, and I agree with you said, the Knicks can win without Julius Randle, which tells me they can win without Cat playing good or bad. Okay? That's what that kind of tells me.
But
whether you're missing or not. But it does, but let them they got some other niggas they warming up. Let them figure out they bigs. But going back to what the Timberwolves doing on, them getting a Randle, that helps them out because Randle is a high volume scorer.
That help them more.
That spreads their floor out a little bit because now he can take your big man or your whatever all the way out here and fuck you up, and that helps where Cat just settles for the shots. He not beating dudes off the dribble as much as Randle is. Randle ISO game is better.
Yeah, he can.
Randle's ISO game is so much better to where he can create his shots where Cat struggles to create shots.
The problem is Cat is making threes, so he can space the floor.
But so is Randle.
He had an off year shooting last year. Last time we seen him, he wasn't
before his injury, before he designated, he was out there doing very well.
He was running for MVP.
Thank you. Yes, he's up there leading what he needs to be doing on ISO type shit. Like, dog is nice, dog. Like, but see, having them take that over there because Rudy G gonna take a lot of that, the big defensive of your 5. So he basically just gotta do what he gotta do, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that really gonna make
me.
But that's really gonna make sense for him though. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit works. That's the camera, dog. But hey, that like I said, I think Timberwolves they probably won that shit, but the Knicks they beating at the door with that because that really helped their system. Really, they run like that. They really want to make fastball. The only thing Randle fuck up is he hold the ball where Brunson needed. Cat not gonna do that. When Cat get the ball, what he gonna do? Shoot. Right what he's supposed to do when he get the ball.
If you ask Cat to play center, that nigga gonna be hurt in at least about a third of the season.
I think so.
He just got a bang.
Who knew to trade themselves this week, Stubb?
Can I say something?
A second, nigga, down.
Can I say something? No real talk though.
1 second, nigga. It's Stubbs time right now.
9 fucking seconds. Nigga, these niggas don't play no defense ever.
Okay.
It's all about D. If you miss a shot, get your motherfucking ass back and man up
Agree.
for the next play.
I agree.
On everything.
That's 9 seconds.
That's all Cat.
Stubbs, what you got?
It's all good.
Who needs to trade themselves?
Just because you pay
That's
$82 million a year, nigga, don't mean you ain't gonna play no goddamn defense.
All right, bro. You're lying up.
Yeah.
Oh, he said you
don't like the hard truth. They don't like the hard truth.
Nah.
That's why I ain't never been on yourself. I'll take over this shit.
Everybody who honestly don't believe Caleb Clark deserved rookie.
She got bagged.
She should have got it. She should have got it.
She bagged
It
that
was
shit.
good worth fighting for, but Angel Reese, like, you might have had a double on average. Like, I respect that. 2's better than 1. But at the same
So
time,
once again, Caitlin Clark got accolades her first year.
they
no
both
more.
got
No,
got
say no more.
accolades.
Say no
They
more.
both did something in WNBA history as rookies. They already set some
I know my
records,
stats
right?
too, nigga.
Like Angel Reese
That's why I
gets
don't ever be on your
most
show, 'cause I
double doubles
ain't
as a
gonna-
rookie
I do
right
shit
now
all the time.
for females.
Cause fam talk.
Everybody's just hating on her. She should have got it. I understand. Like, she did a whole lot of shit, made her team look a little bit better because nobody knew who Indiana Fever had on their squad before she got there. So, like, in a sense, like, nobody followed Indiana Fever until she honestly made them big.
They didn't even make the playoffs before this last year.
So, like, she's giving
made
them
the
a
playoffs
voice in the name. So,
because of her.
Before.
They
Yeah,
had
you
Angel
should.
Boston.
Yeah, that's her name, Boston.
They had
they
Aaliyah
had a
Boston.
top, yeah.
yeah, but she's
But,
like,
They made the playoffs because of Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, like
And then Kelsey
way
Miller.
more popular now.
yeah, she brought a character and a face to their franchise.
No,
But who's to say to the whole WNBA?
She bought
Now-
games.
now-
She
now
bought
they get to
games
fight.
to play.
Now they get to fight it out because the rookie season's already over. Next year, it's Warrior status. It's all about your career from here on out. You already lost Rookie of the Year, Angel Reese. Are you going to either fight her for having the best career out of the two of you? And seeing who makes all these all-star games,
Every team gonna be fighting that
makes
bitch.
it better.
Every team gonna be fighting that bitch.
It makes it better. Like, let's see who
Can't nobody ball like her.
Let's see where the longevity comes. Like that's what I want to see because games are about to change. People are about to adapt. Angel Reese, you are a bruiser. I get this. Caitlin Clark, you're a sniper. How you gonna feel when you got 2 eyes on you? Well, 4 eyes on you before you even cross half court.
No, that's good.
Remember Metal Gear Solid? Metal Gear Solid? Snake!
Who did the trade they saw
Snake.
this weekend?
I think
She snake.
everybody
She snake.
who is sitting here going
Caitlin Clark
through
snake.
and sitting here and talking about what the season's looking like for the
Snake.
NFL, and it's been 3 fucking games. You understand? 3 games is not going to make or break a lot of these people's seasons. A lot of people are getting so hyped off because people are 0-3 and 0 whatever or 1 and. Listen, I've watched teams start out 0-4 and end the season with a winning record. And all I'm saying is, we sit here and we sit here and we give a lot of people credit for starting out having. We sat here and watched the Packers last year do shitty the first 6 games, but then they gave Jordan Love all this credit and shit for the last 6 games that he played and shit. And this motherfucker did all this crazy. And those were the last 6 games. Mind, what happened to the first part of them games where he was playing assy as fuck? That's what I'm saying. So to be understandable of that, so like that's who need to trade themselves. People who are already just saying that people need to be traded already and shit. It's 3 games into the season. Teams don't even start finding they groove into the 4th or 5th game. I'm just saying, a lot of teams don't find their groove into the 4th or 5th game. It's called a slow start.
Jordan Love with the trash.
Yes, you put like this.
That's the difference.
That's the
difference.
It's like LeBron coming out the LeBron coming out the high school. It's like motherfucking Kobe coming out. Caitlin Clark doing all that.
With them the same way Caleb ain't have no NFL reps with these
She come
niggas.
off the bat.
You're not going for this. You ain't finna just come out.
She already
here
leading the
and
league
go
in
for
assists and
7
everything.
games. But get this nigga 7 games. I'm trying to tell you this.
You ain't gotta
Same
score.
rules apply for this nigga.
You ain't gotta
this
score.
year.
To
It's
put
what I said
the
about
She leading the league in
pressure
assists
on
her
a lot
first
of
year,
people to
and then she
just
scored
get
19
their
points a game.
adjustments, just the adjustments to the game right now, how it goes, because some of these people, let's be fair, a lot of these niggas didn't do OTAs. A lot of these niggas was fighting their contract going into, and they didn't get chance to do the plastics and all that type shit. So a lot of people don't got these first time reps with these niggas and shit. So some of this shit do make a factor, bro. If you don't get in the OTAs and you don't get in it because you fighting for your contract, bro, it makes a difference if you don't get reps with the number 1 team and stuff like that. And you visually see when niggas
CeeDee Lamb had drops the first game.
right, and drops that he shouldn't have had though. So I'm just saying, long story short, like that's what you need to trade.
They getting paid before they even get in the league. They getting paid before they even get in the league. Off bat.
So game 5?
Off their likeness. Off
by
bat.
game 5, they should start benching people who ain't winning.
No, that's not how that works though. You work through the progressions of that shit. No, you work through the progressions. Unless you're throwing a month's amount of picks and you're losing the game to where like things are going. Unless you're throwing like a bunch of that shit like that to where it's like that, that's where it is. But if you're losing games that are under a touchdown, you're not going to start benching people because those are still winnable games. That's just you get shit together, especially if you have a rookie in spots. You know what I'm saying? That's where that difference is.
Oh man, great show, man. Appreciate stuff. Special guest as always. Coming in.
We was in the same debate club, nigga.
Okay. Gary on the side. Appreciate him coming down as always. Episode 115, man. D Rose farewell episode. Much love to D Rose, man. One of my top 5 favorite players of all time for sure. We got to give a big shout out if you're in La Crosse, Wisconsin area. Check out Jackson Plaza, our brother Focus, a breath of fresh. Man, I understand the time's getting hard. Christmas right around the corner. Go in there, buy some new kicks. If you ain't got money for that, you can also he also does shoe restoration in there. So check him out, Jackson Plaza. Also, a Fifth and King, our brother JV. Yes, sir. Fifth and King. The closet, man. Also got all type of retros, man. Shop black owned. You don't have to go to the. You ain't got all that good stuff. You ain't got to go to the cities no more. Shop black owned right here in La Crosse, man. And as well, we got to give a shout out Saturday night. Really nice outside. It's Oktoberfest. They celebrating up here. Not my thing, but hey, you might be celebrating Oktoberfest, having a few beers or listening to some good music. Download that app. Bump that radio, man. Our brother Detroit Manuel trying to bring radio back like how it used to be. We got any more shout outs? Anybody I forget?
No, I'm gonna say this right now. Look, you can negotiate the price. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? You come in with some bread. It is what it is. You got some bread. They gonna fuck with you. Say no more. Any one of the stores. It ain't like Foot Locker. It ain't like motherfucking what's that weird ass store in the wall.
No, I know what you mean.
Headz podcast. Yo, we come from those days to the team at the Barclays.